running back Mark Ingram, fresh off a big performance a weekend ago, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Baltimore Ravens. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So I'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Cleveland Browns. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns ready to go to work here on offense, and their man behind center, well, that's Baker Mayfield, the #1 overall pick last season, who set a rookie record with 27 touchdown passes. First down, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. And a look now at the starting offense for the Browns.
And the focus will definitely be on wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr. after the trade from the New York Giants to the Cleveland Browns. How will he mesh with his new quarterback Baker Mayfield? And can they be the duo that leads Cleveland to the playoffs for the first time since 2002?
Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Ravens now under 12th-year coach John Harbaugh. They'll be led out by the final pick of the 1st round in 2018 out of Louisville. It's Lamar Jackson.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the safety creep.
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. And a very good offensive unit here. One of the reasons they're so good is running back Mark Ingram.
Took a little while for him to find his footing when he got into the league, but the former Heisman Trophy winner has it now and has really upped his pass receiving potential. A nice player.
From the 38, Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Well, look now at the starters on the defensive side for the Browns. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
I can't believe they even let you play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Nice throw there by Jackson. You think about what a boost he gave Baltimore the middle of last year, led them to victories in 6 of their last 7 games as a starter, replacing Joe Flacco, who had the hip issue. And that strong finish was good enough for the Ravens to capture their first AFC North crown since 2012. And now Jackson's a known commodity. He's the unquestioned starter, and with increased expectations and pressure on the former Heisman Trophy winner. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Jackson now, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Jackson throwing here complete to Boyle. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 28.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising neither one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this 1st drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
This is the rookie from Oklahoma State, Justice Hill. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Single, slop. Hey,
On 3rd down, Jackson. A dump off now to Hill. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. Orlando Brown guilty of the infraction there. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
Jackson options out left. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The quarterback run good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a third down. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson rolling to, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his 6th touchdown of the season, and they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Come on, Rock. Come on, Rock. We better not.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the 1st down marker. Throwing, Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. We get a glance at the Browns defense as they file into position. And despite being down on the scoreboard, this unit, they've had some big-time hits.
Sort of like us at practice the other day. I saw you take a running start at that blocking sled. You took it down.
Bounced off like a rubber band.
No, not at all, but you're exactly right. They are doing their job, but they want to add takeaways to it. You need to have more of those to go along with the big hits we're seeing.
By the way, when I tried that and I bounced back, I noticed that you laughed with everyone else. You didn't try to get in my corner.
No. Someone had just told me a joke on the other side.
Right,
I missed that. Totally missed it.
On 2nd down now, it's Hill, and they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They go play action now. Jackson. Snead's got it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. It's Hill, complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10. They'll go back to Edwards on first down. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4.
Holding.
And this looks like it's going to be holding. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. On second down, it's Edwards. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a first down. They go play action with Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Jackson going to throw again. This will be caught by Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Jackson now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. It's complete to Snead. And down inside the 15 he goes. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Raven first down. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Jackson to throw. Caught by Snead over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress. And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So on fourth down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses. And excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Mayfield looks to throw. It's caught. Beckham. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. Able to find Harris, complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 18. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And again, it's Mayfield. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. All right, folks. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson throwing again. Caught right side. It's Snead. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Again, Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Jackson now, perfect since the 2nd half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a 1st, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play. From the 16, Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Jackson now. They complete it to Hill. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this from 34. Tucker's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0.
So you're a boxing guy. How do you score that on your boxing card? A very long drive, but 3 points.
And I really want to do my boxing analyst voice right here, but I'm going to keep it normal for us, right? I call it a draw. That type of a drive has to feel good, right? You take it all the way downfield, you control the ball, control the clock. But they only got 3 points out of it. So defensively, it could have been worse, right? So I give it a draw.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. To throw, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. His second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Edwards, a man who went undrafted out of Rutgers, signed with the Ravens, and last year as a rookie, very productive. 718 yards in only 11 games played. 300-yard games in the second half of the season. All of them victories, really helping propel the Ravens into the postseason. Also had better than 5 yards per carry. Quite a start for the Staten Island native to his NFL career. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson options out left. Still on his feet. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now a run with Edwards. Give the tackle there to Morgan Burnett.
The tackle by Morgan Burnett brings up 3rd down. 57 for Mike.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He finds Roberts, complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, he'll buy some time right. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Mayfield now. Open man is Higgins. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the 4th quarter. What can he do here in year number 2? Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Throwing, Mayfield, and that is incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. On third down, Jackson sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting this sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Beckham and the Browns set to take over again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. On 3rd down, Mayfield. He gets it complete to Harris. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. A first down throw for Mayfield. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. Mayfield this time gets it off to Chubb, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield, and he's got the hook up to Landry. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it second and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Jackson going to get this out to Brown. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. On the counter, it's Edwards. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
In your face.
Here's Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And sensing the momentum may be changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. The situation, late game situation.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Three down. 48, hey, Alpha. Watch out.
He's back to throw. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get them in the end zone. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. One last shot from Mayfield here. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And you look back